The Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles, California, is well known globally for all the horrors that have taken place within its walls. The hotel has seen many murders and suicides. It has even hosted a few well known serial killers, such as Richard Ramirez and Jack Unterweger. There is one story, however, that has fallen into the shadows of the Cecil Hotel's terrifying history. Goldie Osgood arrived at the Cecil Hotel in 1958 at age 59. Little is known about Goldie, but what is known is that she was popular, sociable, and well-liked within the community of the hotel and the neighborhood. Each day, Goldie would walk into the nearby Pershing Square, wearing her Los Angeles Dodgers baseball cap, carrying a bag of birdseed, and would stand for hours feeding the pigeons. She'd chase away larger birds, ensuring that the small, weak, or sickly animals got a meal. This act of kindness earned her the nickname Pigeon Goldie. A lot of locals knew her, spoke with her each day, and were proud to call her their friend. After a day in the square, Goldie would return to the hotel, chat with fellow tenants, and turn in for the evening. June 4th, 1964, was like any other day for Goldie. She fed the birds, then came back to the hotel, said goodnight to her fellow tenants, and walked to her room. However, only an hour later, Goldie's body would be discovered by a man distributing telephone books to hotel rooms. Goldie had been found strangled with one of the hotel's hand towels. She had also been badly beaten and raped. Her room had been ransacked. Her bag of birdseed and her Dodgers cap were thrown on the floor by her body. Friends living in the hotel were stunned by how quickly the attack had happened. Several had even told police that they had seen Goldie only moments before her body was found. Shortly after, a man named Jock Ellinger was arrested. He was 29 years old and discovered roaming the streets close to the hotel covered in blood. However, he was later ruled out as a suspect. Goldie's death was connected to other crimes in the area. Unfortunately, those connections never led to anything. The most likely lead came from the connection made by a medical examiner between Goldie's death and the death of a woman called Mrs. Viva Brown. The second lady had been murdered a couple of months before Goldie. Mrs. Brown was 50 years old, and the manner of her killing had been similar in MO to Goldie's, including the fact that she was staying in a hotel in the same area. Despite having two murders of older women, police have still not identified any suspects. Following Goldie's death, friends from the Cecil Hotel and the neighborhood came together to buy flowers, which they planted around Pershing Square, showing their love for Goldie. It's been 60 years since the death of Pigeon Goldie Osgood. Such a kind, caring, and loving person didn't deserve to have her life ended in such a brutal and horrific way. Although no new leads have emerged, one can still hope that the day will come when Goldie Osgood finally gets justice. May she rest in peace.